This is the Outer Worlds 2 running on the Xbox Ally X. I'm going to be showing you the gameplay performance I achieved and the settings I'm using to get there. Now, while the game does run fairly well and it looks graphically decent, I like to say that it does need to be a bit more consistent when it comes to its performance. At the time of recording, however, this is the early release of the game. Hopefully with the full release, or maybe even a week or two after, there will be some stability updates that will improve the overall experience. Now, I wanted to start off with this gameplay section here because this is where I noticed the biggest performance drop. It's the first town you encounter within the game, and the performance here averages around 30 to 35 FPS. In certain spots, the FPS actually dips even more to around 30 FPS, but it never falls below that. Outside this area, the performance improves, reaching the mid 40s to even closer to 50 FPS in the same settings. Speaking of settings, this is what I happen to be using. I have full screen, 1600 by 900, frame rate limit set to 60, but if you want a more consistent experience, you can set that down to 30. VSync is off, upscaling is set to temporal super resolution, and TSR quality is set to balance. The motion blur is set all the way off, gamma is up to you, and then hardware ray tracing is off. Now you could go ahead and detect graphical settings, or you could use the settings that I have here: medium, low, medium, medium, low, medium, low, medium, low, low. You could use what I have, or you could go around and play with that as you wish. And then the field of view I have set from 90 down to 80. That's also up to you if you want to go ahead and leave that. Now for the in-game settings, I am using a 20-watt manual setting. So I have the first one set to 20, second set to 20, and then the last one set to 25. And then I went ahead and applied that. If you don't happen to have manual TDP settings, you have to go into the armory crate, go to performance, and then you have to set that so that it does pop up as an option. Other than the FPS drops within the town, I didn't really notice that whatsoever when in combat. Performance remained stable, holding between a low to mid 40s and without any noticeable drops. Now this is all running at 900p, 20 watts with a mix of low and medium settings like you just saw, but if you wanted to, you can also go ahead and plug in the device and hit a 30-watt TDP or 35-watt max TDP and then bump the resolution up to 1080 if you want it for an overall better experience, or you could leave the resolution as is just to get a bigger bump in FPS. Overall, I've enjoyed my experience with the game so far and plan to keep on playing it on the handheld. Once the full release is out, if there's any quality of life improvement or stability fixes, I'll update a pinned comment in the section down below whether the performance has improved or not. So that's all for now, but as always, I really appreciate it if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll have more videos on the Xbox Ally X soon. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and let me know what you think of the game in the comment section down below. If you're playing it and found settings that perform better, share them below so that others can benefit from it too. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.